and he challenges Cena tonight or something. And then they show like Cena, looked like he was coming to the ring, and then Miz is still waiting on him for like 2 more minutes, still threatening him, challenging him, blah blah blah. And then Cena comes out like real slowly and slowly, and then defying the doctor's orders. He has internal injuries, but yeah, he's gonna come out. So then he finally comes out to the ring, and like right as he is about to get in the ring, Big Show comes out, and basically like Big Show and Cena are kind of staring each other down, and Cena doesn't leave the ring. He just he's like gonna try to fight Big Show, and Big Show just beats the crap out of him. Just methodically, just hitting him in the stomach with his internal injuries and stuff. So, and then he puts him like in a elevate an elevated Steiner recliner, like choking the hell out of him. So, chokes him out, beats him up. So, thus adding, is Cena gonna make it to Judgment Day to fight Big Show with his internal injuries? So, a lesson for all you guys: if your doctor ever says that you're injured, you're gonna be off for this amount of time, and you shouldn't participate in active stuff, make sure not to do it. Even though you want to, there's a risk you'll injure yourself again, or the guy that did it to you is probably going to do it to you. So, make sure to take the doctor's advice. So next we get Jared, the Subway guy, was at their show or something. He must have been at the show, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's Jared! Hey Jared, you're gonna be a ring commentator." Or not ring commentator, but ring announcer. He was, "Really? Me? Yeah, come on in," or something. So Jared comes in the ring and announces the Divas match, Mickie James versus Maurice. You know, he announces them coming to the ring and stuff. This was an okay short little matchup here. Mickie James got the victory over Maurice with her screaming DDT. So thus Mickie James pins, the Divas champ Maurice, so I'm guessing there's going to be some kind of a title shot, down the road or something. And then next we get Ted DiBiase versus Batista 1-on-1. Kind of back and forth again, Batista, toward the end, Batista was, DiBiase was kind of getting the upper hand on Batista or something, and he, slaps him, right in the face, bitch slap and stuff, and then Batista's like, oh, snaps and keeps giving DiBiase shoulder tackles in the corner. Eventually the ref counts to 5 and Batista gets disqualified. So DiBiase gets to get put in the main event, so it's gonna be 3-on-1, DiBiase, DiBiase, Rhodes, and Orton. Legacy, their combined name. Priceless, just Orton and DiBiase. It's gonna be those 3 guys versus Orton. Versus Shane McMahon. I'm really tired. Okay, so next we got Vicky and Chavo backstage, and then Chavo is basically putting his 2 cents in. Actually, he's putting more quarters in because he loses all those matches, so he's trying to still look cool for his aunt. So basically he's saying you should do something about MVP and Batista trying to interfere in this matchup. He's like, you should strip MVP of his championship, or you should take Batista's Judgment Day title match away from him if they interfere, blah, blah, blah. So that's what she, agrees to. She doesn't say it, but she's kind of, nodding after Chavo's like, I'm going to go make the announcement. So next we get Carlito versus the Brian Kendrick 1-on-1. And this matchup could have been, really good, but it was way too short. The first, the match probably went 2 minutes. It was an old school TNA Impact match, It's basically everybody's hitting their high spots early, and then when the match seems to it starts flowing, it's over. So that's how this match was. So Carlito went with a backstabber, and yeah, it was just way too short. It could have been a lot better, But oh well. So next we get an MVP view plug or something. One of the ladies from the show, they showed a clip from SmackDown about MVP fighting Dolph Ziggler, and one of the ladies from the show was there, and blah blah blah. I don't watch that show. I don't care for the show. So instead of reading or watching that show, you should, I'm in my room so I can do this. You should study your anatomy and physiology. There. Or do math on a calculator. Or, let's see. You could also put a doorstop in a door. You could just do something different besides watch that show. Okay, so next we got, basically our pre-main event little backstage segment. We got Shane McMahon and Batista backstage, and Batista's like, Shane, I'm so sorry, blah, 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 and blah, 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 and Shane's like, like, it's okay, I'll get through it or something. So then next we get Legacy versus Shane McMahon in our big match for the night. And, pretty much, like, Shane was, like, cautious about it in the beginning. He, kept one of the guys on his side, and then eventually, Legacy got the upper hand on him for a while and started beating on him, and then, Shane got the upper hand again. He actually got the upper hand on, like, all of them. He was, like, knocking everybody down, throwing them out of the ring and stuff, and then toward the end, he was going to put Randy Orton through the announce table. He was going to, drop an elbow on him through the announce table, and then right about this time, he jumped off, he went for it, and then Orton moved out of the way, so, he crashed and burned. And then, pretty much from here, they, like, Orton kept beating on Shane, and then eventually, like, Rhodes and DiBiase held Shane McMahon, and then Orton put Shane's ankle on the steps and took a chair and, smashed his ankle, like, on the steps. And then he wasn't done later. He, moved the top layer of the steps, put his ankle again, like, on the steps, and then he was going to smash it with the chair again, but then he stopped. He looks over, sees the steps there, so he grabs the steps, picks it up, smashes his ankle with the steps. So, pretty much, Shane McMahon's ankle is pretty effed up right now. So, Batista comes out to try to make the save, but, damage is obviously done. And since, you can't reverse time, you're fucked. So, that's basically how the show ends. And then Orton's like, gets on the mic later and he's like, Batista, he's like, in 2 weeks, your judgment day is here or something. And Batista's like, my judgment day, and blah, blah, blah. And Orton just does, raising his hand in victory and taunting him. And then that's the end of the show. So, overall, this was a pretty good Raw, I thought. Kind of wish the Carlito versus the Brian Kendrick match could have been a little bit longer, but, that figures, though. So, yeah, I'm Classic 1333. Well, before I plug Black Cat Felines channel, because they were saying something about, plugging other YouTubers' channels on their show, but I want to give them a plug, too, because I like their videos, and I think they're pretty entertaining, So, check them out after you check my stuff out. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.